Those of you that have been to Turkey will know that there are some really beautiful wild dogs everywhere. Not quite as beautiful as my Keeks, Kira, but still beautiful. And there's loads of cats as well. It's amazing. And I've just been listening on the radio, and it's been absolutely horrendous what I've been listening to. But essentially, the Turkish government have for years, they've been rounding all of these dogs up, and they've been euthanizing them. Well, you say euthanizing them, but in some very cruel ways. And what that's done, it's almost given the locals now an excuse to be able to go out there and sort of get rid of a lot of these wild dogs. And honestly, I was listening to the radio and some of the things that they've been doing. I mean, obviously the dog situation, the cat situation out there is out of hand, and they have a very different view on dogs. I don't think they have the same view on dogs as a lot of other European countries, certainly not like the UK. I don't think they have them in the house and things like that. But these dogs are literally being rounded up by locals now, and they're being thrown in pits, they're being hit with axes, they're being dragged behind cars and things like that. And I was in Turkey only about 3 weeks ago now, and we sort of befriended one of the dogs at the hotel and one of the dogs just outside the hotel. They're all this sort of sandy coloured dog. They're a little bit German Shepherd, not a million miles away from what she looks like. And they're ever so friendly. We take food out to them and whatever. This has now started to break, and the country is in real trouble. I mean, their tourism was down massively. They've got 70% inflation, but now this is starting to come out. There's a lot of Europeans that are saying we're not going to go back to that country. And listening to that today, I'm not entirely sure that I want to go, because it's lovely seeing these dogs. There was a couple on the beach, and it was the beautiful dogs. They look so well kept. They've got these tags in their ears and things like that, but there's just been millions and millions of them being sort of culled, I guess, from the population. And I didn't know about that, and I'm not entirely sure many people know about that. But if you've been to Turkey, have you seen those beautiful dogs? We went to Antalya last year. We went into Old Town Antalya, and there was just groups of these dogs together, like packs of them, just wandering the streets. Weren't seeming to cause anybody any bother. Obviously, you wouldn't go over to them and necessarily go and pet them. But I didn't realise this. They've got a very different culture, and I think that the standing government at the minute are really taking some flack for this. And rightly so, because, we do get very attached to our dogs. Don't we, Keeks? Hey, she's having a nice sniff around here. What do you reckon? Do you reckon the world's going to start boycotting Turkey because of it? I mean, stranger things have happened.